You ever think about sampling like porno music? Like 70s porno? Like,
Hey,
that's a good chamber.
Hey, I'm open to anything.
Of course, Lukey wants to sample the porno music.
Hey, Lukey, I'm staying with you on that one. I think absolutely. Porn has some great soundtrack. That 70s porn, there's something, the soulfulness, the jiveness of those samples.
Can I help you?
Like when you hear them,
I'm here to fix your TV.
Yeah, like that.
You know what I mean? It'd be some funky guitar. Yeah, man, come on, man. Yeah, there's some rich samples in there somewhere.
You know.
So I don't miss anything.
So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Sabio, you know what I'm saying? Boy, we on here. Air horns. All that good shit. Word. I don't know what to really kick off and say, but I like to tell y'all I lost the basketball tournament. I didn't play my heart out. There was a real bitch ass nigga on the team. And I hate him. Yeah, we're not inviting him back next year. So boom.
Yeah. Well, at least that means, at least your fast is over. Now you can go get some pussy. You know, life is good, man. Look on the price
and
side.
drink alcohol. We lost.
Yeah, you got your daddy juice?
No, I don't have any. I haven't drinking. I'm still drinking. Show you what I'm drinking.
Sons.
Nah, man.
Naked.
Juice.
Oh, the mango naked. Okay.
Sabio, you ever had some of this shit right here?
Yeah, I have. I like I don't know what flavor, the green one.
Oh.
Green Machine.
Yeah, that one.
Whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah. Make a good doo-doo. Carl, how you doing, bro?
I am good. Shout out to Jay Petta and Mind Force. He hit me up, said Lukey is wild. You guys were pause crazy in the last episode.
Yeah, yo. Yeah. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I'm good at in life. Some people are good at math. Some people are good at science. Some people are good at basketball. I'm good at saying no homo and pause. Real shit. And boom, Primo Jab. That is an excellent shirt you have on there, my brother.
Oh, what's happening? You know, never forget, Academics is a Teletubby and he is the police. You know, never forget that.
Oh my goodness.
That is
I had to rap.
That's a great, valid DJ valid point. Yeah, it definitely is.
Absolutely, man. Freddie Gibbs shirt, man. Freddie Gibbs. I have several Freddie Gibbs pieces, man. He makes good quality merch.
Yeah, and he gets his ass ate. And also, episode issue number 149. We got a special guest in the building from Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Word. We got my man Sabio in the building. Yo, how you doing, my guy?
Yo, what is up, y'all? How are y'all? Thank you for having me, first off.
Yeah, welcome.
No doubt, man.
No doubt, man. Well, I want to say, man, what part of Arizona are you from out there, man?
Like south.
Yeah, Southwest, bro. 928, Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah, Yuma's hot.
Oh, shit.
It's way down there.
Yeah, it's 110 right now.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just a daily.
It said 104 on my car today, and I was like, damn, man, I could probably put a steak on the ground and make that shit.
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to eat it. I want to eat it though. That's nasty. So he was born out there in Arizona.
On foil.
Yeah, born and raised in Arizona.
Like, how did you get out there? How'd your family get out there? Yo, I'll be interested in how people be hailing from where they hail from.
Yeah, so my grandpa, on my dad's side, my grandpa they were from Nebraska. I don't know what brought them there, but they moved to Arizona military, I believe, because Yuma's kind of a big military town. I don't think he was in the military, but he worked on like something that had to do with military stuff. And yeah, my mom's side of the family is actually from Mexico, so Yuma's right. I'm a border town, so Mexico is right here. So they migrated here, and just my parents met here, and that was the end of it.
That's dope.
True indeed. Yeah. I'm from the Midwest, man. I'm from the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? First I've been is Vegas. I haven't been. Yeah, but I know Arizona, Vegas, Los Angeles, all that shit's in the vicinity, correct?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a little closer to San Diego. Actually, is like 2.5 hours.
Oh damn! Okay.
Phoenix is about Phoenix is about 3 hours away. But so I'm when you go on vacation, it's like go to a bigger Yuma, which is Phoenix, or go to like
exactly
luxurious California coast at San Diego. So we kind of always did that. San Diego's like my second home.
Nice.
San Diego got Comic-Con. San Diego got Comic-Con, yo. Yep. I'd be in San Diego all the time.
Could you imagine the trouble that you would cause at San Diego Comic-Con?
I can imagine.
Yes.
The
robbings, the drug deals.
Right, exactly. Hey, Naruto, come here.
Well, not anymore.
You ever tried Molly?
I got kicked. Yeah. Then rob him while he's filthy. That'd be like 10 years ago. That'd be like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, a friend of mine told me to rob some niggas. I don't know. Boom, but boom, yeah. Sabio, we had like episodes where it's talking about me while I was robbing. Well, I didn't rob nobody at the Comic-Con. I was
you were just suggesting.
So he had money. He was down there. You know what I'm saying? So they getting on me about that, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rob anybody anymore unless I had to.
Right.
I got a daughter.
Those necessary robbings.
Mm-hmm. So indeed. Yeah. And boom. So let's talk about your hip hop journey, my guy. You mind you telling us how old you are? You say you don't got no beard.
Yeah, no, I'm 26. Which I look a lot younger than 26. I'm about to be 27, but I've always been good. Yeah, people always tell me I look super young, so I got that gift.
Trust me, the older you get, the more you'll appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah, so dude.
So, boom, how do you get into this hip hop, this lane of this hip hop? Go back. Okay, you always went by Sabio. That's like all you always been.
Yeah, I kind of in the last couple months I added Sabio Dub, just to because there's too many Sabios, so I've kind of been going by Sabio Dub now. Plus, a lot of people always call me Sabio Dub, so kind of did that to kind of put myself out there a little bit more specifically. And then, but yeah, originally when I started hip hop, producing is what I started with. It was Sabio beats, things like that. Before I got into hip hop, though, it's kind of interesting. I'm actually a big metalhead. Like I was in a lot of metal bands growing up. I went through that phase of like metalcore, I went through my hardcore phase and all that stuff. I went through that, and I was just teenager in tons of bands, performing, actually opening up for some cool bands. I don't know if you ever. I see you have a Mind Force shirt. I know you're in a little hardcore, but you ever heard of Nasty?
That's all the guys. Yeah.
You ever heard of the band Nasty out of, I think, Germany? A hardcore band.
I heard of Nasty. Yep. I heard of Nasty. Yeah, I heard of Nasty. Yeah.
Opened up for bands like that. Yeah. They're pretty dope, man.
We got a good Reddit on Reddit. Yeah.
And I'm a heavy metal drummer, so.
Yeah. I looked a little bit on your Instagram and stuff and saw that. And that's awesome, man. Yeah, I was a vocalist. I was the front man for the metal band. So I did singing, screaming. Even we even like currently I still do it. I do it like new metal now, kind of like corn. Some Life is Peachy type shit, bro. Like just that nasty stuff, that.
Yep. That chunky really, bass, heavy. Yep.
They be making fun of new metal on Reddit real heavy sometimes. I'll be like, yo, chill. That's my high school love saying. Right there.
Exactly. Infest changed my life. Like Infest changed my life.
Yeah, oh my God. There you go. So I'd be like,
I've heard of Deftones. Okay.
Deftones were insane, yeah.
And that's considered new. I didn't know that would be new metal. I thought Deftones were like punk.
No, Deftones were kind of in that grouping of new metal with Korn and bands like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Played a lot of the same shows.
Yeah.
But I think they were heavily grunge influenced and metal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Korn had some experimental aspects to it. Just how like Red Hot Chili Peppers had some punk like influencing it sometimes in the early years. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I love me some Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, and really a lot of the drums were more hip hop and funk influenced than they were metal influenced in a lot of those bands.
Like Mind Force, Pillars of Ivory.
Yep.
I'm on Pillars of Ivory. Pillars of Ivory is definitely hip hop. You got me hyped right now, Sab. You dub. What's the dub for, yo? What's the dub for?
Kind of just a little nickname. Dub is for like Sabio is my name, which is wise in Spanish. So dub is like the W, like just like Sabio Dub is like dub. I don't know. I don't really think too much on it. Yeah, Sabio Wise, kind of shit like that.
Like wise
type shit.
Yeah.
Wise W. Yeah, I fuck with it. You got like double entendre.
Yeah. Just thought it was cool. But yeah, interesting enough, yeah, metal was what I grew up on, but like the new metal where hip hop was big, heavily influenced, you know. Yep. So when I was just going through high school and my early 20s doing bands, I just realized how hard it is. It's a hard being in a band with 5 other people, you know, like it a lot of different opinions. I can't really do things how I want when I want. So I was like, you know what? I want to do focus on solo stuff that I can do at my own pace. And that's when hip hop was like, I can do that on my own. I always made beats on FL Studio growing up in middle school and stuff. But now I got like, I studied it, man. I got an MPC, I got SPs, learned all the analog stuff, self-taught all the producing, how to mix and master, all that, man. So I just started pushing out stuff, and that's how, you know, I met a lot of the people like Mesquine and, you know, Johnny Storm, a lot of these people. Kind of just started maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I've just continually pushed it since.
Sure indeed, man. Well, keep on pushing, man. This is kind of crazy. You know, Jay Petter, the lead singer from Mind Force, he makes beats too. He has SP. No, Carl makes beats. You know what I'm saying? They're metal dudes. So yeah. As you know, Linkin Park, the dude got the MPC playing at the show. I'm looking at it like, what the fuck the Asian guy got the MPC for? That shit is hard as fuck. Keep him going in. Yeah, he's going crazy, yo. I'm like, yo, this is a crazy show right here, yo. Word. Yeah, that's probably like a top 10 show I've been to. Linkin Park. You know what I'm saying? Was it Soul Dust?
Seven Dust.
Seven Dust.
Yeah, Seven Dust at Masquerade. Yeah, that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all these coinciding. Yeah. So boom, five years ago, you what'd you get? You was doing Fruity Loops. What's the first machine you got?
First thing I got, it was before the prices spiked. I found at a pawn shop a 2000 XL.
Oh shit.
So I was like, oh dude, this is as bare bones as it gets, but I just want to try and just do it the hard versus the newer MPCs and more on the touch screen, quicker, easier chops. I was like, I was just kind of looking back, it's kind of the harder thing to start out on, but I did that and it helped me. And yeah, I had the blue 2000 XL. I got it for like $100. Pawn shop didn't even know what it was.
Wow.
I don't think that's a bad way to approach it, though. I think, you know, if you really want to learn how to use the new equipment right, you've got to kind of go through the old processes first and see what it was to really be able to appreciate the advancements and all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool that you tapped in. And your influences, like, you know, when I listen to, you know, like your 2022 stuff, and very thematic, very kind of like 70s spy show kind of sounds. And where, like, producer wise, when you started producing beats, who were you really into, or who were you really listening to?
You know, I hate to say like the basic answers, you know, like The Alchemist is a big one, you know.
That's who you should be listening to, so that's cool.
Ken and Ryu,
you don't want to be like, I never pay attention to Alchemist, that dude who?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the obvious one. I think a lot of Rock Marciano's production is I think it's, what is it, the album with, like, I think it's the Dark Horse, I believe, or something.
Dark Horse.
That one is like, that one, like, at the time, that was around the time I kind of just had started, I think, really getting into it and like producing. Also, early Fahim tapes with Jay Nice, and like produced by like Jay Levison, and like some of these like kind of smaller producers that are not too big, but like these underground kind of raw, just picking some really nasty samples and just chopping them in a way that makes them just perfect, you know. Like, I don't know, I was inspired by a lot of that. And then maybe I kind of moved on towards more lush, kind of prettier, more soulful R&B. That's what I've really been into right now. Is when I look for samples, I'm to the point to where I'm trying to find something that is super catchy, but something obvious I've never heard. I hate if I've heard it and I automatically just like don't want to do anything with it, or I get really into sample digging. I'll dig for days. E-digging, because there's not really many record stores around here and stuff. I have my records, but most of it's just like Discogs and stuff, like finding like old records on YouTube, weird YouTube channels that don't have it, and then I'll search the song and try to see how big it is, and I get into it like that.
Wow, man, that's dope.
There's a sample on your page. You don't have a song title on there, but I remember you don't like using samples. You sampled, I forget. K Murdoch used the same sample on Scenic Route, and Raw Correct is called Panacea, and people don't know about this record. It's a record. I don't think it's on streaming services. When I heard that sample, it brought back so many memories. You know what I'm saying? So I'm anxious to see if you flipped it on this next record, or you just had it on there. I forget. I don't know what the record's called. Yeah, but I remember Panacea sampled that shit. I hear that, I'm like, yeah, that's a record I only heard it used once on Panacea. I was a big Raw Poetic fan. All that Ruckus shit back in the day. Ruckus Records. All that shit. They was on Ruckus for I think 2 or 3 albums. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, one of the best records is not on streaming services. So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you ever think about sampling like porno music? Porno?
Hey,
that's a good chamber.
Hey, I'm open to anything.
Of course, Lukey wants to sample the porno music.
Hey, Lukey, I'm staying with you on that one. I think absolutely. Porn has some great soundtrack. That 70s porn, there's something, the soulfulness, the jiveness of those samples.
Can I help you?
Like when you hear them,
I'm here to fix your TV.
You know what I mean? It'd be some funky guitar. Yeah, man, come on, man. Yeah, there's some rich samples in there somewhere. You know, yeah. That I was gonna say, to me, like the new era of what you got, it's like real 80s yacht rocky, Miami Vice, on the way to the drug bus with a lot weighing on my mind, riding down the expressway in a drop top, whatever I'm riding in. Like it's that type of vibes, especially, the joint, we got, that one. That's exactly for riding into the sunset with your hand on the thigh of the Tinder, so, I like the direction that you're going in. You said something dope before about e-digging. So, like, when it hits you to do it, do you have any like tricks or anything that you use to like really kind of encrypt or encode whatever you're getting off online? Like, are you putting it through some sort of filter or something? How and don't give away any trade secrets, but I'm just saying, like, as me, somebody, I don't make beats. I'm just saying, how do you get that sample from that video off of YouTube or whatever without it sounding like a video on YouTube with, poor quality of a copy of a copy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. That is a big thing, that it's a little flat. Samples sound a little flat coming from YouTube. So I run everything through my MPC and SP. Add a little compression, some vinyl sim, maybe, I little things like that. Just make it sound a little more full, maybe add some EQ, equalizer on it, things like that. But overall, like, I do like making the beat first with the drums and everything, if there's drums, and then running it through all that stuff again, like the whole thing. I am like trying to
put the whole package together under the same sound, essentially, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been doing.
Indeed. Sometimes Righteous. I learned through Rock Marciano at an early clip that some of that shit don't even sound mixed. I don't give a fuck. It sounds good. Some of the beats don't sound mixed. The vocals sound better than the
Huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you want it to sound You need it to sound dirty. You need
Yeah, I think it depends on the content.
Polished.
Depends on what it is you're going for. I think there's an appropriate time to have a real kind of dirty mix and have hot vocals, or have I was speaking of God Bless Beats the other day, and how sometimes he really overdrives that low end to give you kind of that rumble. That distorted kind of griminess. I don't think there's a wrong way to do any of it. Back in the day, they used to throw a small Fender guitar cabinet in a bathtub with a microphone and then record blues guitar through that. And that's how they recorded it, because the reverb was so outstanding in that weird little space. I think you just kind of have to play with stuff, and you ultimately know what you're You ultimately know what you're trying to get at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. I agree 100%. I sometimes get in my head a little bit like, man, am I doing it the right way? Because I don't know, but yeah, I do listen to other artists, and I'm just like, there isn't really a right way. Like, I love the song how it is. I don't know what he did to get it like this, but it really is just how it sounds to your ear.
Yeah, when it works, it works.
I remember when Supreme Blientele came out, and my favorite song out there is Rick Martel, and I found the sample, and I lied, Marciano didn't do nothing to it. I was like, okay.
He just straight cut it.
It sounds like it, though.
You know what? Yeah, it's only like two different parts of the loop. Now I found the same shit, and I looped it up my own way as well. Then next thing you know, the sample is gone off YouTube. Yeah. So yeah. Sometimes it just the illest by Mobb Deep for Street, Living the Lives in the Line for Young Guns coming up doing this time. That's the Alchemist beat. Yeah, the realest. Yeah. That's just one loop. No drums added, no nothing. They just looped it. So like whatever sounds good, it's good. It doesn't matter. You could spend 10 hours on the beat and it in the regular one loop sounds just as good. So whatever your process is you working with, bro, it don't matter. As long as it get there, point A to point B, and it sounds good, I'm with it 1,000%.
Exactly.
You know boom. So what you got coming out for us, man? What you got coming for us, Paul?
Yeah, so this is a new release from me and my homie Beck. It's a collaboration project. He's based out of Nova Scotia, Canada, actually.
Okay.
He's super far east. And yeah, he just met naturally. He just found some of my music, hit me up, and was a couple years ago, and was like, I want to work. Didn't really have much music, but he showed me what he could do and everything. We had some meetings and shit, and next thing you know, we started dropping projects and started getting some traction with that. Like, our voices are very they contrast well with each other. I have kind of a higher voice. He's much lower voice. I think it sounds really good together, and his flow and us, it just comes very naturally. Like, we get songs done quick, man. I'll send him something, he'll have it back to me the next day, and we just been on a roll with that stuff. And this is the first project. This is called The Wave Gallery, which will be out July 12th. So if everything goes good, hopefully I don't have any problems.
The new wave era.
Yeah, the new wave
era.
Yeah, new wave record. The name of the album is The Wave Gallery. It's pretty much some of my closest homies, plus a few new person like Primo Jab is someone who I hit up because I actually got introduced to you through Mesquine. I mix some of your guys' joints for his project. And yeah, I was like, dude, this dude's dope as hell, man. I want to hit him up.
Appreciate it, man.
I definitely think you'd fit good on the project. So I hit you up, and you were so nice and down to work and everything, had it back to me quick as hell. So I thank you so much for that, man. It's a lot to ask, and even you bringing me on the podcast, I'm very, very grateful for this.
No, man. I mean, that's what we do. I mean, I love this thing, and I appreciate that you even reached out to let me get down, because I love rhyming. And that, working with Mesquine, shout out my man Mesquine Halim. That's one of the things, man. Like, I have such an appreciation for him just being on his grind and how seriously he takes just trying to rhyme and be an MC, man. So I'm just glad I got to collaborate with him. And hey, like I said, I do my thing like a mercenary, man. I'm happy for this network to continue to grow. So yeah, man, it was a pleasure, man. I think we got something dope.
Yeah, definitely.
And I will say real quick.
In the area?
Mesquine lives in Phoenix, but he's from Delaware, I believe.
Right. Yeah, originally.
Yeah, he moved. Remember, he moved out there.
Yeah. So I will say I love it when guests come on and give flowers to Primo Jab and or Lukey anytime, because I don't say it on the podcast a lot because, we're podcast hosting and it's about the guest, but both of these guys are insanely dope at what they do on the mic. And I've been a fan of both of them for a long time. So I always love it when people come on and give them some shine. So
yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Carl. I'll funny Jab any day on a record, man. When I'm out funny, when I make a funny song, Primo Jab, I'll funny you.
Yeah. Actually,
I'll funny you.
Check your email. I got some work for you. I'm finishing up some things, man. Like you said, Carl, it ain't about us. It's never about us. But it's pain. It's pain in the pipeline.
They're like us. They're not like us.
We went there.
Come on, man. We've talked about that enough, man.
I know, man. Hey, check it out. Hey, I said, hey, Primo Jab, I said, shorty fine and refined. Yeah, she mad pretty. She even more better when she got her period titties. What? No, they got the bigger titties when they on that period. They got bigger titties when they're on that period, right? You never notice that they be fuller and they sit up a little higher when they're on their cycle?
Well, typically it's water retention when they're on their periods, and they're really not happy about it when you mention it. So,
but when their titties sit up high, when they got them period titties, I'm like, damn, she bad, man. Let me put a towel down. I'm finna go to Pound Town. What? Yeah,
we were having a decent conversation.
I know.
Here comes fucking Lukey Cage.
Looking like Morbius and shit when you finish.
What? Yikes! Hey man, hey yo. Anyway,
Sabio's like, what the fuck?
Sabio, yo, check it out, man. Hold on.
Morbius. You know who Morbius is, Sabio?
Yes, I know the vampire. Yes.
He's killing us, Carl. He's killing us.
I don't know what to do.
Oh my god.
Naked juice.
No one knows what to do.
I'm not drunk.
No one knows what to do, man.
Yeah.
You can't stop him. You can't even hope to contain him.
No.
It's just a matter of time. He's like Mount St. Helens, man. He's gonna erupt. Don't you worry. But no, check it out. Check it out. All right. Out there, so you out there in Arizona. Who have you had a chance to work with out there? Like, have you linked up with Maze? Have you linked up with, dudes like
I know Maze is tapped in.
Dan Nicholson. Yeah, I know Maze Overlay obviously fuck with you. So like, I mean, how's the scene out there? How have you started networking out there?
Yeah, man, definitely. Maze is a big one. Maze is probably one everyone knows right now in Arizona, in the underground. And I tapped in with him a while back, and we have a little. I think we're working on something. I'm not too pushy, but he's a busy guy. He's be dropping projects like every month.
Yeah, he's working right now.
Yes, big time.
Yeah, but we've definitely networked, and he's went to New York and met some of my homies like Johnny Storm. He's went to like the Top Shelf Premium stuff, and like met a few of my homies that are in that. Yeah, we also there's another few rappers that go by Unorthodox and Salute. I don't know if you ever heard them. They're from Phoenix, and they're super good. Unorthodox is actually on the project, the Wave Gallery with Primo, and they're really like pushing and blowing up here in Arizona. But yeah, I network with all of them and plan every time I go to Phoenix. I try to like my next plan next time I go to Phoenix is to shoot a video with Mesquine, link up with a few other rappers, get some music done and things like that when I go out of town is kind of the plan. But other than that, like I've never met Dan Nicholson or talked to him. I have a few tracks with this dude named Tay the Crown. I don't know if you've heard of him, and a Deaf Child. A Deaf Child's from Phoenix too. Yeah, we have a few tracks together. And yeah, I try to network with not only Arizona though. You know, like a lot of my good close connections aren't even just in Arizona. Like they're in like New York and Philadelphia and stuff like that. So
so the sound caters to well, it's a universal sound, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it can go anywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but
is Rob De Niro still out in Arizona?
I believe he is. I think I've communicated with him through Mesquite.
Yeah,
definitely.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, I definitely want to get some work with him.
Yeah, I was only asking about Arizona just because of like Carl just said. I mean, there's so many bodies out in Arizona, and I don't think a lot of people realize that Phoenix is like the 5th biggest city in America. So there's a lot of people out there in Arizona, like in Phoenix alone, but all over the state, Mesa, now Yuma, you know what I mean? Like there's different little cuts. Tucson, yeah, exactly. Tucson is another name that you don't even think of. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of talent out there. In Tempe,
the schools are in Tempe.
Where else?
Tempe,
Scottsdale.
Gilbert, Glendale. There's so many.
Yeah, it's a couple. It's a lot of colleges in Arizona, man.
So,
no day shows.
A lot of people out there.
No day shows in the summertime. No day shows.
No, I don't think they do day parties too tough out there.
But the humidity, I don't know. Is it more bearable?
There's not really humidity. It's dry ass heat. Like you walk out and it's like burning your skin. You're in an oven. Like it's not really sticky.
I've been to several places in Arizona. I lived in California. I live here in Georgia. You know the difference. There's really, I mean, humidity versus a dry heat. They both suck.
Yep, they both have negatives.
I like the dry heat though, to be honest with you. As long as I'll put it like this. I like the dry heat when it's like up to about 100. You know, anything past that when it's like you're walking outside and your shoe gum is melting, you know what I mean? Or the glue on there is melting and your shoe starts flip-flopping. I don't like that, you know, because it's like you said, you don't really feel it's not that oppressive humidity heat where you feel it in and you trying to rip your skin off. It's just like you opened up the oven and the air and the hot, just dry, hot air is just you're immersed in it.
When you look to the end of your driveway and all you see is those weird heat waves,
the wiggles.
It's too fucking hot.
Yep.
That's how my beats are. That's how my beats are. You can see the heat. Yeah, I gave you a bar out there.
Wow, Lukey, you're so generous.
That's what it is. I'm dad jokes. You know what I'm saying? Where boo. Arizona heat with the beats. New album on the way. You know what I'm saying? Word, all that good stuff. So, Carl, what we got here?
So I'm really curious though. You know, you're 26, so I'm figuring, you know, teen years, heavy into heavy metal, playing in bands. You had to have had your finger on the pulse of hip hop during that time. Like as you get into like 2015, 2016, you obviously didn't gravitate towards the radio stuff. What got you into the underground?
Man, that's a hard one. I mean, I definitely but around that time I was listening to, I think like Earl at the time, like Earl Sweatshirt and stuff. And I kind of, I really found like people like Wiki or like, it's kind of just like through features and other people, or maybe like I found Stack Skrilla like through a post of like Earl put on Twitter or something. Like, you know, I find it and then I do more research. Like, okay, who has Stack Skrilla worked with? This guy's dope. Like, oh, he's worked with Fahim. He's probably like the Dump God. Oh, who's Makami? Like back in the day, I didn't know who that was. He only had like some stuff on like SoundCloud. It was hard to find his music and shit. So I got into that stuff, and that really was like, this is this I could see myself like really doing something like this style fits and I really like. And I just, that's the style I kind of fell on, is that little niche of underground.
I think it's really interesting that
very interesting.
People like Earl will catch some shade from people in the underground because he's not underground.
Yeah.
But I see you, Lukey. But there is an importance with those type people that still fuck with underground artists. And and we talk about the rabbit hole constantly, and the free nature of the way features are done now, and the way artists will work with so many other artists and different clicks and all of that stuff gives us the opportunity to find all of this stuff. That's proof positive right there. Not only that it's translating to a younger generation, which is amazing because it means it's going to last that much longer for us, and thank God. But that there are those avenues of people that are on the fringe of this underground, or that at least are tapped into this underground, and they bring people in.
I think it's another point that you made right there. Like the names that sometimes get quote unquote neglected, right? Left on the edge, the mics, the wiki, Earl, like that whole little vein into the underground. That leads you to like Arm and Hammer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that whole
Gang
type
Green.
of world. Yeah, exactly. Gang, exactly. And it's such a rich in texture type of sound, right? That exists over there. It's so nuanced in its interpretation, but it's still the Abyss, man. And that's another example of just how the Abyss is. Yeah, it is. I mean, those are Alchemist's guys, right? Alchemist he's on a different stratum. This thing goes it goes deep, man. It's levels.
They exist by themselves. They
do exist by themselves.
But they're still tethered in some way.
They're still
exactly. They go in and out the Spider-Verse. There you go. They go in and out the Spider-Verse. Whatever.
Yeah. There are definitely points of overlap where you're going to hear those names appear.
Which Earl?
Well, I mean,
Sabio, what Earl you was listening to? What Earl was listening? What Earl?
I think at that time it was I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. But I like all Earl, to be honest, man. Earl has a special place in my heart. He really got me into the underground, and it's kind of some grimy shit, some darker stuff.
I get it. Earl Sweatshirt is one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time, probably. When he was rapping, he was 16. I was blown away about all the fucked up shit he said, the fucked up video when he said he was jacking off to Asher Roth. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, wow. I was enamored by that whole entire album. I was like, this motherfucker is one of the greatest rappers ever. Yeah, free this motherfucker, yo.
Wasn't he just like on some desert island in the Pacific, like at military school or something?
I believe so. Yeah. He wasn't locked up at all. But it was so great. Wave High to the Ritalin Regiment, double swastika, double X's or swastikas of the Letterman, bitch. Kill them all. OF is where I represent. Oh my God. Oh, they added so many good songs there. Then he started dropping over and over again. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about anymore. What? I'll be confused.
He changed a lot. He definitely I think he's so metaphoric now, like it is hard to understand what he is talking about. It does. But I think a good album from him is that the album he made when his father passed is what's the one with his face all blurry? I can't even think of the name right now.
Yo, I know that album. There's a song or two on there. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, I that's actually some of the only Earl Sweatshirt that I know is from that album. I didn't know the background behind it. I just knew about his blurry face image on there. Let me see what that album is called. Well,
that album to me is super inspirational.
Some rap songs.
Yeah, some rap songs. Yep.
Some rap songs.
Some rap song.
Yep.
I listened to that album too. but
It
sometimes
had 2 or 3 songs on there. Absolutely. I don't know how I got into it either, but I actually heard that one. That's interesting, man. Look at that. Check that out.
I mean, thanks to Earl is how I got into people like Vic Spencer and Left Lane Didon and things like that. I really those are like that became my favorite. Like Left Lane is specifically probably one of my favorites, and I want some more stuff from him. Yeah, man.
Shout out Left Lane Didon.
I got a track with Left Lane and YT. Actually.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, YT, shout him out.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's dope. I'm saying I'm glad we had this conversation with Earl, because a lot of people have gotten into Makami and others through Earl. That was one of my problems, my early Makami stuff, especially on Easter Gun Day. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like, what the fuck? I was listening to like, yo, he's making, if it makes sense, he's snapping. But I'm like, I don't know, but a lot of younger people, because I'm 41, and say everybody on here is over 40, you're 26. A lot of us don't get Earl. Even though that first album, when Odd Future was bubbling, that shit was, I was an Odd Future head, yo. I was listening to everything. Left Brain, what's the other? Haji Beats. You know what I'm saying? Sid.
Haji Beats made some decent beats, absolutely.
Yes, he did. Sid with the cocaine song with the internet. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to do some cold? Okay, I wanna. Do you want to do some cold? And she blew up on her spot. So I was an Odd Future head, but I thought Earl was gonna be the new, I hate to say this, Nas. He's gonna be the weird Nas.
I think that was his marketing. I thought he was dope, but I didn't see the whole reason that everybody was like so like amazed by him. I thought he.
You heard that first album, though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. When I first heard him rap, after the whole anticipation of this guy Earl Sweatshirt, you hear it, and it was like, okay, I get it. I like the rawness of it, right? I like the untamed purity of his chaos. That was what I first noticed about him.
Eminem-ish. It was like,
but even more, like you said, just more like that shit was like pure testosterone driven, the madness of youth. You understand what I'm saying? That was distilled over a microphone. And it was, I mean, it was raw. It had its moments, absolutely. But again, I just didn't I didn't think that he was like going to be this super insane MC. I just thought he was going to be a very artistically ill and singularly dope type of dude. And I think he still is. I think he has his own lane.
I think he's both as well. I think he's both.
Absolutely.
He still is both. But I thought he was going to be like huge. But he's his own brand. He can do whatever he wants to do.
He can do whatever he wants to do. I think he won. I think you got to say he won.
They both did, him and Tyler. You know what I'm saying? So
both of them.
Right,
absolutely.
Dudes. Yeah. Oh my God. I just think about that first album and like how shocked I was because the album cover was so horrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Word. It was pretty bad, yo. Hey, yo, boom. Name me five of your top records you ever in your life. Like, name 5 of your top records.
5 top records. That's a hard. Oh, okay. Of hip hop. Food.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a classic.
Okay. I like that one. Jump off
Reloaded.
The stage like, yeehaw!
Reloaded by Rock Marciano.
Yeah. Excellent.
Love it. That's our version of Illmatic. Crime Apple said it himself. Reloaded is our album, our generation's Illmatic, which I agree with. Yeah. He was beautiful. Reloaded.
So Reloaded. I'm kind of looking right now. That's a hard one. One of the Shoulder by Left Lane. That's inspirational to me.
Ooh.
Another one.
It's 3.
That one of his recent Fahim projects with Nicholas Craven. I believe it's
interesting.
I forgot the name, but yeah, Nicholas Craven is a big influence on my production. And then it's another classic. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something I always go back to. It's hard on the spot.
It's whatever pops in your head, G.
Europass by Elzai.
Ain't no right and wrong answer this.
Europass.
Okay, Europass. Okay, yeah.
That's another one.
Elzai, yeah. He had some joints on there that was off of the preface too. He put it on the preface. How about that? Yeah. Old Town 25 on that shit too. Was on that joint. Yeah. It's not on that one. It's not on there. I don't know. I forget.
I have a problem with names of songs. I just am bad at it. Remembering names of songs. But
that joint was hot. I mean, that joint, yeah.
And then another is Albert Einstein by Prodigy. That's another one.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a lot of good cuts. That's probably like one of my top 3 Alchemist records. I think my favorite Alchemist record, which I've been still doing a video about this. My favorite Alchemist record is Rare Chandeliers by Action Bronson. Then it might be Elephant Man Bones, then Albert Einstein.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? That's pretty good.
That's a solid top 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you have you got sprinkle some more in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Silent Partner was pretty good. With him and
here we go again. We don't have to dig this hole again.
Yeah, here's the deal. You're gonna be mad at me. I'm leaving your boys off there. I'm leaving Earl off there. I'm leaving that project with Wiki and Mike off there. I'm leaving all them shits off of the I'm no genius. All them shits don't make top 10, Sabio. All those joints don't make me top 10. I'm 41. Give me some drugs, violence, and sex. Don't give me no depression. I don't want to feel sad. I want to kill somebody. I want to go play basketball. That's what I want to. Yeah, discipline my daughter. Have her watch Baby Shark while I'm listening to Albert Einstein. Sweet like bear meat. Y'all know bear meat is really sweet. That shit's wild.
Yeah. They eat a lot of berries.
Also riddled with worms. Got to be real careful.
Yeah, I heard it does have worms in it.
Oh yeah, very parasite ridden.
Yeah. Yo, Sabio, you're 26. Old ladies will give you worms too. So you gotta watch it, man.
Chill.
The cougars.
Chill. Hold on. My auntie
there,
used to tell me that, man. My auntie knew that I was enamored with women as a youth, and she would tell me, "Stay away from them old ladies. They'll give you worms." I'm like, "Oh, stop it! You crazy." But I tried. I'm not. There's no but. I didn't get worms from fucking with old ladies. But I was just saying, it didn't keep me away from the older ladies. I like the older ladies. Not. Man. No, I like older women.
I think I was like 24 working at this warehouse. I was working at this warehouse security guard, and this girl, she was like 52 going through menopause, G. Yeah, word. I didn't get no worms. But you ever fuck till your dick was raw? Word. Done. I was going in because she couldn't get pregnant. Yeah. So boom, I was going in. It's good story right there. Good story times.
Word to the wise, don't push it too far.
Man, I don't know.
Bad shit can happen. That singer from Three Dog Night, remember Jeremiah was a bullfrog? Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Yeah, what happened to Buddy? What happened to him?
All right, so he was a sex addict that used to do a lot of cocaine.
Oh, shit.
And cocaine will let you fuck for hours and not come.
Oh,
and he fucked a lot, like generally 3 or 4 women after every concert. Well, one night he's in Ohio doing a show, and Miss Columbus comes backstage.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool.
And I guess he lost track of time, didn't really know what was going on, looked down, and there was blood everywhere.
Oh, no.
He thought he had hurt her. Turns out he had shredded his dick.
Ah!
Yeah.
Doing what?
What you mean doing what?
Fucking. Just straight fucking.
There was no more
lubrication went past raw to shredded.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Yeah.
Shit.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Morbius. Clean up on out too. Morbius. That's wild.
I don't know how we're still a show. I really don't.
Dirty said, Ghostface said,
the miracle, man. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
That's right.
It always goes great. And then there's just those explosions of flavor that just pop in there.
This is the last story. Ghostface said, Dirty, he was dick because he was gonna fuck this girl, and like Ghost was like, nah, I'm good, because he had burn marks on his dick, so he put ball on his dick and put a condom on just so he could fuck the girl.
He did what?
And there's a line that gauze on his dick, then put a condom on so he can still fuck. I don't think
Oh no.
Wouldn't the friction from the gauze make it worse?
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
I don't know.
I just would have been like, I'm not trying to fuck. I'm good. I'm out the game right now.
I was never looking to Old Dirty Bastard for advice on anything, let alone sex. But
that's a fact.
There's a line.
That's a fact.
There's a line he said.
R.I.P. Dirt.
He does like it raw.
He actually made
baby,
the world.
He loves it raw.
The world believed in him and endorsed him off of that song. They said, I feel this. This guy is telling the truth.
I like the raw production though, laced in with your spice. You know what I'm saying? In the Sabio, you do got your own little style going on, B. You know what I'm saying? Where. And I appreciate that. With drums, without the drums, you know what I'm saying? Bring it back, bring it in there, you know what I'm saying? Where I fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. So when is the tape dropping? When's the tape dropping?
It'll be out next month, July 12th. Yep. That's the July release 12th, date. Yeah. Hopefully you don't have any problems and it comes out on time. I know what I've been using.
Okay, let me look at
sometimes they put it to the wrong page or something. I don't know. I just hope it's all works out. It should be around the 12th though.
You gonna do physicals and all that
Friday?
Too? Yeah, I believe I am. I think that Ditcom is gonna help me out with some physicals. I talked to them about it.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. Shout them out.
Shout them out. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. When we do the top 5 before we get out of this, boom. You know, who's the top people you want to work with yet that you haven't worked with yet? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, top 5 people that I'd love to work with. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Say Fahim. Yeah.
Fahim. Yeah, definitely gotta say Fahim, man. Vic Spencer.
Vic?
Yeah, Vic Spencer, definitely. I want to get a track with that dude, Snotty. Definitely Maze Overlay.
Definitely.
I got to do that.
One more. Choose carefully. Choose carefully. One more.
No, you got 2 more, man. Don't let Lukey corrupt your choices.
Fahim, Snotty, Maze Overlay.
You suggested Fahim.
But he ain't did one with Fahim. He said Fahim a lot. Okay.
You get a bonus one there, man.
Yeah,
because I think Lukey corrupted the pool. Yeah,
he
was going to say
that
already.
Sax Skrilla.
Exactly.
Sax
Skrilla. Okay.
And then probably like Sauce Heist and like Ty Adele. Like those dudes.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. Dope.
You would make some dope shit for them. Absolutely. Yeah. Yo, Sauce.
Sauce is my op.
Check him out.
My op. He's my op. Sauce Heist will always be my op until we play this one-on-one basketball game and he probably beats me. You know what I'm saying? then the beef will be over with. Yeah. But definitely Heist.
Just don't wear those cursed LeBrons again.
Oh, are those cursed?
I don't know. They hurt my feet.
Well, he did say he didn't play with all his heart, so I thought maybe that's what affected him.
Oh, I sat on the bench because that one fuck boy was in the game, turning the ball over at the end of the game. I took him out the game. He was okay though. He just lost a lot of a win. He wasn't in shape. Then he said he hurt his ankle. I was like, bro, you hurt your ankle, don't play in the game. But anyway, Sauce Heist. Oh my God, he got so many good albums, yo. What he does, yo. Oh, they really good live as well. Ty is really good. He said the line around the corner like Slutty Vegan.
Yeah, all those dudes, all those Spanish Ran albums are just so good with Blue, Aldo. All of them are so good, man. Like I always
Tree
put
Mason.
people onto that. Yep, Tree.
Yeah, shout out Tree. And I met all those guys. Who do you know that's in the top shelf? You know, Matt. Oh, not Matt. Mark. No, Matt Vittel. What's his name? The guy that runs
top shelf guy.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but yeah, I know like Johnny Storm. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's really blowing up right now. And he's on top. He was on Top Shelf. He's a really close friend of mine just through music and stuff. I don't know if you guys listen to like Bob Pace. Or like there's a few dudes from like New York that are kind of like I'm kind of in that sphere of like I know some people that like know Feek and Lungs and like those dudes. But
yeah, that's that real like underground New York shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Younger, like the younger people, my age and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what do you think about YL and Starker? Is that like kind of?
Oh yeah, I love YL and Starker. I think they're dope as well.
They're really good live.
They're really good live too. Okay,
really great live.
Yep.
I like Starker. Starker's solo stuff a lot, man. I think Starker is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I hosted with them guys.
I keep forgetting Estee Nack's a big one too, man.
Estee Nack. Yep.
Tragic Allies, yo. That's
so Divino, you like Al Divino music?
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's what's up.
I'm into all that. Yeah, I'm always looking for new music, but I'm pretty tapped into like that underground style. I know a good amount. I nerd out on the music. Yeah.
Al Divino was like acid.
I feel like that's what helps me with my music is like if I'm just knowledge of the style that I'm doing. And that's almost like any genre. If you have a good knowledge on how that style or what you're really going for like works and you got inspirations, it's always going to come out dope. And then I'm lucky enough that like my voice is pretty different. Like, so I sound a lot more different than a lot of people on the mic. But really, I don't feel like I'm really doing anything super crazy. It's just, it definitely comes out very unique and with my inspirations and my influences. And this music shit has really been looking up for me, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear this whole album too when it drops.
Definitely,
man.
Fully produced by me. Yeah.
But I don't agree with you on like some people can be as nice and cool as possible and their music still sucks. You know what I'm saying? Some people just suck, man. You can watch all the NBA you want, then go out there to the court and sting it up. You can watch all the Kung Fu movies you want and not be able to do Kung Fu. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
But like,
that is true.
Sometimes you just got it or not, man.
Some talent required.
Sometimes,
Sometimes required, but I think it's dope that you also got to admit, and that you're not afraid to admit that you're inspired by the places you're trying to go, right? They are giving you a guide post saying this is the parameters, or this is our there are no parameters here. But anyway, this is the pocket. This is what you're looking for. This is the path that you're trying to go, so that you can do your own interpretation of it. And it's going to be completely unique, even though it has these roots or it has this these ingredients. It's still exactly the blueprint of it, the old bones of it, but it's still you, man. So that's a great. I think that's a great thing to do, and it's a great mind state to have, to not be intimidated by being inspired.
Yeah.
So indeed, I guarantee that that I heard K Murdoch, he's a nerdcore artist, by the way. I don't know if you're familiar with nerdcore. Nerdcore is basically horrible, but he's like one of the only ones that does it decently. It's not fun, bro. That shit. I'm a robot. MC Chris.
MC Chris. I know.
Yeah. I'm not fucking with it. I can like the lyrics, but I hate the beats, bro. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure your stuff. It will sound different than K Murdoch when I hear the sample, bro. I'm looking forward to it too. Yeah, you probably put some. I'm gonna DM you when I send you the song to see. I actually bought that CD. I think I bought it twice. I liked it so much. You know what I'm saying? He was a nerdcore artist, not doing nerdcore with this dude named Raw Poetic. Album cover was amazing, done by Steven Knox. You know what I'm saying? He does cartoons and shit. You know what I'm saying? In the same lane as Chase Conley, the dude that does the X-Men 97.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chase Conley is one of the producers and directors of X-Men 97. That's one of the homies, Joe. He did Husky and Pen's album cover. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff we're 6 degrees of separation from each other, but right now it's like 2 or 3. Because I'm sitting next to you right now, Sabio. You know what I'm saying? And I remember whenever Crime Faces was sitting next to Donald Trump texting me. I'm like, what the fuck? Punch him, please. Well, yeah. Ask him for some money. Word. Hey, yo, give him my Cash App. Word. He don't have no money. Anyway, boom. Yeah. Carl, what do we have?
So I know we're wrapping up. I will tell you, I'm always pleasantly surprised when people that are in their 20s are really knowledgeable about this lane. We often like to think it's for, Gen Xers and that kind of age group. But it truly does translate. And when we get people that are knowledgeable about it and creating in this lane, it just gives me a ton of hope that this lane is going to continue to expand and we're going to get fresh new ideas. And you're bringing that. So, I was really happy that you got to kick it with us today and spend some time with us because, it's super, super important and what you're doing is dope.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot, man. Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm really excited for this project, and like I say, my inspirations have been doing it for decades, and I've only been doing it for 5 years. So my goal is just keep on going and don't stop, man. Like that's my biggest inspiration is just keep on pushing, and slowly it'll all start coming together.
Definitely.
So indeed.
Yes,
what we got?
Yeah. First, before I even go into anything else, I just want to know what, at this point in the year, what do you think is your favorite album this year that's come out? What has been the earworm for you? What do you have in constant rotation? And then I'll get back to it.
Any genre or just
whatever. Just your favorite album, whatever it is. What is your undeniable? Oh yeah, this is my favorite thing so far. 6 months into 2024.
It's a really hard one.
Don't you wish you could do a third X in there, Lukey?
Which ass Haitian?
I knew that's what you were thinking.
Which ass Haitian? Which ass Haitian? Which ass Haitian? Which ass Haitian? Which ass Haitian?
I'm not gonna say that one.
Emphatically.
That's a hard one. I'm trying to think of this year.
There's no wrong answer either. There's no wrong answer.
There's only one answer. There's only one right answer, Primo Jam, in Carl. Yeah, there's only one. And
you're
Steve.
Wrong.
What about that Band in 9 States by V-Don and Ty Dell? Has been a big rotation for me.
Definitely.
Interesting. That's what's up.
That's one that really pops up because V-Don is just so sick. Like
exactly. Mm-hmm. He laced him. He definitely laced him. That's a great choice. I think that's Ty Dell puts out good quality work each time he comes out, and it's like straight to the point, just quick hitters. 9-10 songs, but it's always gonna be poison. It's gonna be you gonna have them faces on, like nodding your head into like it's definitely that gut. And V-Don, you know what V-Don does. He stepped in a puddle and walked all over your carpet, man. That man is disrespectfully disgusting. So yeah, great. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. Absolutely. Yeah, Band in 9 States. Okay. All right, Sabio. Okay, well, all right, that's a great pick. Again, man, like Carl was saying, it's just always a breath of fresh air to see that this isn't just an old head thing, that this is a youthful, vibrant community and a culture that will continue and is continuing with an understanding of and an appreciation of the things that continue to birth it, right? Always being, again, not being afraid to say that I was inspired. I can trace my roots to this point. I can say this is what I like as far as a sonic footprint, whatever the case is. It's dope seeing you as a student of that and how you coming up, man. Much success to you, and salute to you, man. Keep doing what you do. Once again, I appreciate you for reaching out and letting me get busy on your project. But yeah, man, yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking some time to come kick it. Rare form in the house,
Hell yeah, Rare Form a new wave in the house.
and I can't really tell like that you're from the Earl camp, which is cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, true indeed. Because I don't know. I find out that through Reddit, a lot of the younger guys have found this wave through Earl, and it used to piss me off so bad. I'm like, for real? Y'all ain't found us through West Side Gun, like, or Big Ghost or Rock Marciano? No, Earl. I found Ka through Earl. I'm like, what? Like, wow. I'm like, wow. I'm like,
that's why it's dope that people are out here doing that, collaborating with random people.
Yes.
You never know who's listening to you. You never know who's like, yo, I heard what you said. You're dope. And they're in the rabbit hole. You know what I mean?
I don't care how you got here, as long as you got here. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't care how you got here.
Bicycle, skateboard, I don't give a shit. As long as you're here, we're good. Right.
Yep. That's what it's about, man.
Damn, I should have wrote this down. You know what I'm saying? What's that guy's name that shredded his dick?
Oh, he was, I don't know, the lead singer from Three Dog Night.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Yeah.
Sabio. Yeah. Sabio, keep pushing, but don't push like that hard, bro. Yeah. Don't push. Everybody out there, keep pushing. And don't push till you shred your dick. We'll see you on next episode for the big 150, yo. Carl, Prima Jab, Sabio, see y'all next week. Don't shred your dick.
Peace.
If you do, call Morbius. So clean that shit up.
Oh.